So I thought this could be a fun, quick video. I'm going to talk about the Minneapolis Miracle and what went right for Minnesota and what went wrong for the Saints. So as you see right on the screen, this is the coverage that the Saints are running. It's kind of like a cover 2 zone, but one interesting twist they have on it is if you look at the bottom of the screen, you have a couple of New Orleans players kind of staggered out. So you have two guys covering the sideline right there, since there's, three eligible receivers for Minnesota on that side of the ball, a tight end and two wide receivers. You want to have three players over there at some point, the furthest deep being the safety and two near the sideline, just to make things difficult for a sideline throw, because you have to remember that a field goal does win this game. There's 10 seconds left, and the Vikings are just down a point, so no timeouts left. They have to work the sideline, but you can do two things if you're Minnesota. I guess technically three things, because you can work the sideline to try to get into a Hail Mary distance, you can work the sideline to try to get into field goal range, or finally, you can just throw the ball down the field and go for a Hail Mary right here, but what they're going to do is they're going to go for the second option, which is try to get in field goal range. These are the routes that'll be run towards that side of the field. You have three routes sort of staggered out. This would be great if New Orleans didn't happen to already have two players covering that area. It's a little bit worse when they do, just because, logically you can see how this play would be covered for New Orleans. Every player just covers their guy. The safety moves in a little bit, safety being Marcus Williams, and then you can cover everybody. So that's how it could work. But also, you can see how this could work for Minnesota. I mean, Stephon Diggs, who's running the deepest route, if he gets underneath Williams, maybe this play will work. For something like this to happen, you tend to have the perfect play call in this situation, and that is the case for the Minnesota Vikings. This is a great play call just to stand a chance, because watch what happens. So Case Keenum takes the snap, and you see right now New Orleans doing a pretty good job of covering the first two guys. Both of the black boxes I have there, both of those two guys doing probably what they should do. They're covering the, where they're supposed to cover. And now for Diggs, who's running deep, he's doing a good job of just barely going past where the next New Orleans player is. So there's a lot of space in between him and Williams. And for Marcus Williams, you do kind of, to some degree, have to run in and just try and cover him right here. You can't just stay deep, because if Diggs is able to get over, he makes the catch and steps out of bounds. Well, now they're in field goal range. It's a long field goal. That might be, 57 yards or so, but you'll take that. I mean, that's better than trying to throw a Hail Mary from your own 40 with Case Keenum as your quarterback. And when Williams moves in, watch how Diggs jumps. And I think this is kind of just almost accidental how this worked. I also love how even the all-22 footage is shaking a little bit. But with Diggs jumping like that caused Williams to kind of miss him a little bit. I mean, really what Williams should have done is just, we want to say he should have slowed down and just made the tackle in bounds, because he could have done that. But he doesn't know that at the time that he's charging in. For all he knows, Diggs can make the catch and step out of bounds, and that's not good, because there would have been a few seconds left for a long field goal. From the spot he actually caught it, it was at the 33-yard line. So you can blame Williams if you want. He was kind of the guy who got all the criticism for it. Maybe he should have read the play earlier and come in a little bit quicker, and obviously he just whiffed on a tackle. Like, it is what it is. He tried to make it and missed it, and also it doesn't help that he took his own guy out who maybe would have had a chance to tackle Diggs, but probably not. To me, I think the main thing to blame right here is just the fact that it was only cover 2. They didn't have a third safety back there because they had a 4-man rush. That was the issue, I think. You have to go with a 3-man rush and put an extra safety there. To me, I put this blame on the coaching, not the players. Usually I'm all about don't blame the, coaching so much. The players are the ones who play the game. But in this scenario, I think a lot of blame could go on to coaching. I really do. And not just that, but give some credit to Diggs. I mean, he ran that route perfectly. It was the perfect play call by Minnesota to make it work. So that's a lot of what happened as well. So I know it's listen, I'm a couple years late on this. I acknowledge that, but I thought it'd be a fun breakdown, just sort of a quick thing. It's off-season content, something to talk about. Let me know if you like these kind of videos. I'm trying new things. It's the off-season. I like to make these film studies, but get bored of them a little bit when there's not too much new stuff to talk about. So trying new stuff like this. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.